This is the brand new Hunter Herald 5 Slimline Eco. My dad's claim to fame was that he was the first person to come up with the concept of a wide slimline stove. And the first one Hunter made was the Herald 5 and Herald 8 Slimline, which were their biggest sellers for over a decade. Please like and subscribe. They currently make it as seen with a single door, but soon it will have a double door option too. They are heavily built out of steel, have a huge cast iron door, and a little de-ashing grate to make removing the ash a little easier. As you can see, I've got a couple of ways of emptying the ash, and I prefer my second way. They're focused on burning wood, and they are built as an occasional backup or all-day stove with a more traditional edge. It is built to last, comes with gloves, an ash pan and a big glass, and it will run between 4 to 6.5 kilowatts with a nominal output of 5. Right, let's light it. As always, start with your larger pieces on the base. I've been asked recently about overfilling a stove, and you'll normally find on the back of a stove, towards the top, there'll be a run of holes. Sometimes there's a run of holes at the bottom as well. And typically you don't want to put the fuel any higher than the top of those holes. So when I'm loading this one, we've got this metal bar here, and because this is nice and wide, there's actually lots of space. So we put a bit of kindling in, but nothing should go above that run of holes. Look at that. All up to temperature in just 15 minutes. Well, it's obviously DEFRA approved, eco design as well, and it's got an efficiency rating of 78%, which isn't as high as some, but what they favoured is this wider look, the convenience of that grate and ash pan, which is the reason for the drop, but is also what makes this stove more convenient and easier to live with. It's obviously also very clean on the glass. There's no smoke coming into the room, so that's good. So controlling the stove, obviously you get a nice pair of gloves, and they are really nice, Hunter branded, and we've got this cast iron handle, so this handle will get very, very hot, but these gloves, there's no problem with the gloves on. The handle is, you do need some wrist strength. It's got a lovely action, but it is firm. And then you've got a single air control, which if you push it all the way over to the right, that's bringing in air underneath from the back of the stove and down the glass, and it's all sort of mixed in an air box at the back. And if you go from fully open to fully closed, it shuts down really well and instantly does exactly what it's told. And then you can just feed it back in and it wakes straight back up. So it's nicely controllable, and it is capable of running overnight, but it's not a stove that's focused on that. The wood burning Allure is the one that's a little more capable of that, but this has the flexibility with that grate. We test fuel economy by getting the stove up to temperature and then burning a single net of kiln-dried logs on it to see how long it can maintain operating temperature. This stove ran for 7 to 9 hours on the net of logs, so it performed really well. This is made for the right person. This person's going to have a strong hand for that handle. They're going to want a wide look, the convenience of a grate and an ash pan. They're not going to mind the fact that you've lost a couple of percentage points of efficiency for this wide look, that grate. They want a traditional edge in a market that has gone all out for plain black boxes. If you want to buy a stove once, it needs to last. it needs flexibility and reliability. If you're not worried about overnight use and you like the slightly more traditional look, this stove won't let you down. It's not for everyone, but if it sounds like it suits you, then I think it was literally designed for you. You'd be hard pushed to find another one that's similar. It's found its niche, a bit like me.
Stay warm.
Stay warm. Is that a slogan?
That's just trying it out.